Welcome back to your Area Director training. Lesson 6, your last lesson before your Area Director certification exam, is geared toward managing placements. Due to the nature of the program and in light of the serious relationships that develop between host families and their au pairs, it is essential that you, as the Area Director, are a professional, empathetic, and reliable resource to both parties throughout their program year. Although you will encounter various situations in your tenure with au pair care, we will review basic placement management skills and scenarios in this lesson to help prepare you for problems and provide you direction in the management of placements. When you're ready to move forward, just click here. With live-in childcare, problems do arise during a placement that may require your involvement as the local representative of au pair care. Your responsibilities require you take a proactive and straightforward approach in working with families and au pairs to resolve problematic situations. You are likely to encounter the following typical problems that may arise in a placement. Problems created by lack of communication or personality differences. Many conflicts are a result of a lack of communication or misunderstanding. Acting as a mediator, you can assist the family and au pair in working through communication issues that may arise and help each party understand how the other party is feeling. Problems created by breaching program guidelines. If an au pair, family, or both are not compliant with the program guidelines, it is your responsibility to clarify program expectations and work with everyone to ensure they are able to comply with all elements of the program. Problems due to poor child care or safety skills. These concerns must be addressed with both the host family and the au pair. The au pair may be overwhelmed and unprepared to deal with the family's situation. An open, honest conversation may help all parties find a workable solution. Serious child care concerns should be addressed with your regional manager. Problems due to au pair homesickness. It is very common for an au pair to suffer from homesickness, particularly at the onset of the program. To be an effective problem solver, you must understand some basics about human behavior, practice the fine art of paying attention, and offer yourself up as a neutral party who wants to assist both parties in resolving the problem or producing a solution that will work for everyone. It is important to understand what happens if and when there are challenges in a placement. This timeline showcases au pair care's system for handling placement problems as they occur. First, the host family or au pair state a problem. Next, the area director will enter the problem into the database. The area director should first encourage the host family and au pair to communicate and talk with each other about the problem before getting involved. If the problem continues, the area director schedules a mediation meeting. Hopefully, the outcome of the mediation is for the host family and au pair to work on the challenges via solutions that are suggested at this meeting. However, if the problem still persists, the host family or au pair may request a rematch. Should this occur, the area director will schedule an exit interview and the au pair and host family will go into transition.
As an area director, you must remember that not every negotiation is going to have a win-win outcome. Not everyone can live together in harmony, and there are no hard and fast rules. Negotiation is all about going with the flow and seizing opportunities as they arise. You can familiarize yourself with the tools, but there's no substitute for taking a proactive approach to placement management. Before we begin, there are basic steps to action that you must know when fulfilling your role and assessing a placement problem. After we review these steps, we will take you through examples of mediation and problem solving. It is important to remember that when handling problems, one cannot jump ahead and make assumptions. Each step reveals facts, and facts must be gathered in order to work through issues. Click on the icons you see here to learn about these steps. It is important to remember that you always act as a facilitator. As the area director, Let the host family and au pair know that you are there to listen to each person's concern and allow each party to share their concerns and perceptions of the current problem. Acknowledge that you cannot solve their problems, but would like to understand exactly what the concerns are and see if there could be possible solutions. You need to let each party know that you are prepared to move on to the next stage in problem solving if the issue cannot be resolved. Always be firm but gentle. Intimidation and humiliation are not to your advantage, and never cross-examine either party, as it will only produce defensiveness. The host family and or the au pair may view you as a challenge that will get in the way of their personal agenda. Surprise them. Commit these phrases to memory so that you do not use terms that make it sound as if you are the messenger. You must maintain control, so both parties look to you for support in resolving the issues or moving on to the next steps. I sense you are feeling. It is Au Pair Care's policy, according to the host family agreement, according to the au pair agreement,
Lisa contacted the Sanchez family for the monthly contact, and host mom Milena Sanchez vented her frustrations during the call. Let's take a look at how this placement management situation played out.
I'm struggling a bit with Anna, as she wishes to spend all her free time with her friends. She has only been here 1 month, and she is out the door the minute her workday is over. She doesn't seem to be interested in getting to know us as a family, and I spent so much time and energy welcoming her into our home, yet she shows little gratitude. I'm a busy single mom, and I do not want to go through another placement change. In addition, she didn't make her 10 p.m. curfew the other night, and when she got up with the kids in the morning, she was tired and irritable.
While I understand that you're nervous, given your recent placement change, the majority of the families hosting an au pair find it rewarding and enjoyable. I believe if you speak with Anna about your feelings and do it immediately, you will be able to find a solution that works for both of you. Anna had mentioned during our call that she was a little frustrated, given that she is 23, thus more independent. Maybe it's having a curfew that is bothering her. Would you like me to sit down with you so that we can work together to resolve the issue? I really feel we need to nip this in the bud now.
I would appreciate you doing that. I cannot afford to miss any more work and need dependable care.
Okay, how about tomorrow evening? Will you speak with Anna first and let her know I'm coming?
Yes, I will let Anna know. Tomorrow will be good. The kids will be at school during the day, and I can swing home on my lunch hour. I'd rather meet when the children are gone. What if we do it around noon? I'll let Anna know so that she doesn't go out during the day.
I'll be there. When I first sat down with Anna and Milena, I set boundaries for our discussion. I told each party that they should respect the feelings of the other party. This is not about who is right or wrong, but how they can live and work together in harmony. I was sure to let them know if we were unable to find solutions, then we would move to our next steps. But this meeting is the first step. I also explained that each of them would have the chance to speak, and they should not interrupt the other party. I also reminded them that transitions are hard, and I was happy they both had talked about their frustrations so that we could work on solutions before one party or both were not open to finding solutions because of hurt feelings. I basically recapped the issues that I spoke about on the phone with both of them. Then I asked Anna to explain how she is feeling in this placement, the positives and negatives, so that we could look at the whole picture. While Anna talked, I wrote notes. In the middle of my paper, I noted what I saw as the issue.
I'm 23 years old and I've lived on my own at school before coming to the US. My last family was very kind, but the host mom and I struggled to get along. I do not feel as if I struggle to connect with Milena at all. I really like her, and the kids are great. However, I need her to trust me and give me independence. I just like to be with my friends at night because they are working with small children during the day and cannot get together until the evening. It is the only time I can see my friends, so when I get off work, I want to go out. At home, we never went out until 8 or 9 p.m. Having a curfew at 10 only gives me an hour or two to see my friends in the evening.
Milena, can you tell us positives and negatives you are feeling in this placement?
Anna, I feel that you are doing a great job for us. But when you go out every night, it eventually will wear you down and someone will suffer, namely my children. We want you to enjoy your year and have time with your friends, but I want a balance. My children see you, but I do not, and it is hard for me to feel as if I give all day at work and then I have to give again when I get home. If I wanted someone who left us at the end of the day, I could have hired a nanny. You see, I believe in the cultural opportunity for you and for my family, so I do want to see you a couple of nights a week. I know that you are mature and responsible, and I see that in how you take care of my kids. But I want more. I want more from this year with you than what I would get from a regular nanny.
Thank you both for speaking about your frustrations and not pointing out the other party's faults. I do many mediation meetings, and they are not easy. What I see here, though, are problems where we can find solutions, and you will have to come to an agreement in order for both of you to be satisfied. I used my notes at this point in the mediation meeting to show them that really they had the same thing in mind for their program year, but needed to come up with a plan and see if it worked. Milena trusts Anna, and Anna likes the family. Milena wants to make sure Anna is getting her rest so that she is good with the children while working. The three of us devised a plan. Anna would have 3 nights during the week maximum where she went out either to school or to hang out with friends. The other 2 nights, she could join them in the family room to watch some TV. If she worked the next day, she needed to ensure she would get 8 hours of sleep before going on duty.
Milena and Anna will use the daily diary to assist with their weekly communication.
Before I leave, I want to remind you that we are working toward a solution and improving your situation. Let's plan to give this 2 weeks, and I will check back with both of you to see how things are going. If we need to make adjustments at that time, we can always take care of that after these 2 weeks. Au Pair Care's policy is that each party gives a placement 60 days, and I can tell you from experience, it takes 60 days for everyone to adjust to living together. We usually find once the 60 days are over, things run very smoothly and you find your groove. I hope this discussion has helped both of you feel better, and I will talk to you in 2 weeks. If this mediation had moved in a totally different direction, as it did with Anna and her first family, I would have done things a little differently. Take, for example, that Anna and Milena like each other. That is a positive. When I begin working on placement management and I hear issues I can likely offer suggestions for, I work toward solutions. However, some things cannot be changed, such as personality. If both parties try and work on the solutions proposed during mediation, but in 2 weeks decide that they are not going to be happy, I take them to the next step in placement management and send both parties transition information. exit interview appointment while discussing transition dates so that we can cover items such as stipend payments, vacation, and education information. All of this information will be entered in the database. It is extremely important that the information on the exit interview template is addressed with all parties so that they understand their responsibilities in finalizing the placement and the au pair understands what he or she will be entitled to in vacation and education in their next placement.
You should refer to the Area Director Manual for steps to take after the exit interview. Au Pair Care's matching experts will be working with families and au pairs during transition. However, it is the responsibility of the Area Director to contact the au pair every 2 days to provide the au pair interviewing tips and necessary coaching. In addition, an Area Director needs to begin discussing options for the au pair's return should a match not be made available. The Area Director Manual and your regional manager will guide you should an au pair not rematch and have to return home. Per the host family agreement, host families are expected to house an au pair during the 2-week transition period, whether the au pair would continue to work or not. Should an area director be placed in a situation where a party does not abide by au pair care housing guidelines, or a host family has stated safety or child care concerns, and it would be best to evaluate the au pair so we can decide on his or her future program participation, housing by field staff will be required. If the host family does not wish to house, the host family must be informed they will pay the housing per diem for up to 14 days. As an area director, you are required to house au pairs when necessary and are reimbursed a housing stipend if required to do so. Housing guidelines should be provided to an au pair upon arrival in your home. Explain to the au pair that you will observe interactions with your family and stress that this period is an evaluation, not a vacation, as you need to be able to recommend the au pair to potential host families. Written documentation of the history of the problem is necessary to substantiate the recommendation to dismiss an au pair or host family from the program. Make sure you have documentation for each interaction with your host family and au pair in the database so that you can demonstrate what steps have been taken throughout the placement change.
Dismissing an au pair or a host family from the program is only made after a careful review of all facts. As an area director, I never make the decision to dismiss a party from the program. Au Pair Care values my observations of an au pair and the situation, but must follow set criteria when not allowing someone an opportunity to rematch. If there are serious child care safety concerns or similar concerns in multiple placements, the party may not be extended another opportunity. My regional manager will take my recommendations into consideration when reviewing the situation with senior management.
If an au pair has violated the law, an area director must gather all relevant facts from the au pair, the host family, and obtain a police report if possible. Notify your regional manager immediately of the violation. Your manager will direct you on the next steps. You should avoid press coverage of any such event and refer reporters to Au Pair Care headquarters. If an au pair has an accident or medical condition of a serious or lingering nature, You should also notify your manager immediately. Au pair care is responsible for supporting the au pair, and in some cases, the au pair may need to return home early if an illness or injury prevents the au pair from performing au pair duties. Likewise, if the au pair receives a call from home and must return due to an emergency, we will need to take steps to work with both parties. You can refer to the Area Director Manual for more information on handling emergency situations and who to call should the emergency occur after business hours. The following are examples of situations that require immediate alerts to management: death of a participant, arrest of a participant, injury of a participant, abuse or neglect of a participant or child, and any other issue relating to an au pair's well-being or safety.
I realize that placement management can be stressful, but I want to share a few letters with you that Au Pair Care has received from host families and au pairs after working with them on problem solving and transitions. Click on the images of the letters to hear how you, as the area director, play an integral role during these challenging times.
I am a new host mom to the Au Pair Care program, and we have been fortunate enough to fall in an excellent area director's area. We have not had the best first run at things here, and our area director has been a blessing. It is obvious that she has the best interest of both my family and our current au pair at heart, which is so refreshing and has made our rematch process so much easier. Her response time is exceptional, and the flexibility she offers us in our meetings has been so appreciated, as we are a highly active family with little free time. I just wanted to reach out to you to let you know how wonderful we think she is. Thanks and take care. Jenny Smith, Kansas City, Missouri.
Well, you've made it. Now it's time to complete your Area Director certification. I'm sure you still have many questions and will for the next few months. Actually, I take that back. We all have questions, regardless of whether we've been here 1 year or 20 years. Each placement is as unique as the families and au pairs we service. We hope you find your job as an area director rewarding and full of opportunities, and we hope to see you in the Leader Circle next year. To begin your Area Director certification now, just click here.